Well, good evening, beautiful hearts, and welcome to Love Notes Live. Tonight is all about magnetism, not pursuit, not overextending yourself to be noticed. Think back to those 80s movies, you Gen Xers. Some connections arrive at the moment you stop chasing and start simply being. Real magnetism, it's not a hustle, it's a presence. It's the energy of someone who knows who they are and allows that truth to be felt. This evening is about the quiet power of being deeply present in your own energy. Now I've taken on something a little daring here. I'm going to start writing I'm going to create the opening poems for each love notes. So I hope you enjoy them. Some people chase the spark, others become it. A room changes when presence enters. The energy is not louder, not harder, just truer. Sometimes the most seductive thing in the world is stillness that knows its own worth. Tonight, we honor what is felt before it is ever spoken. One of my favorite things in the world, being able to sense soulmate energy. Which brings us to our first dedication of the evening. This first dedication goes out to the ones whose presence softens something in you, right? For the person who does not need to demand attention because their energy naturally draws you closer. Some people are not chased, they are felt. And with that, we like to play I Melt With You by Modern English. Technology can be a bit of a stretch for us Gen Xers, but we do try. Um, Glad to see you. Welcome, everybody. Oh, goodness gracious. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Love Notes Live. We just did our first dedication of the evening. We have four. We usually do four each for this hour. And if you'd like to make a dedication for one of your friends or loved ones, if you're listening to this in the podcast version, you'll see the link below to make your dedication. And if you are listening live here on TikTok, just go to Love Notes Unscripted on Substack, and you will find the form right there to fill out your dedication. And you don't have to fill it all in. If it's a person and I'll pick the song, not a problem. If it's a song and maybe we'll just dedicate a mood to the world. Why not? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Well, that was our first dedication of the evening. Now we're moving up to the desire drop of the night. So tonight's question, guys, where have you been chasing what would respond more naturally to stillness? So let me repeat it again. What have you guys been chasing? What have you been chasing that would respond more naturally to stillness? So you not chasing it. All right. Sometimes attention moves towards what is calm, believe it or not. Desire rises when a person is grounded. Absolutely. And notice where in your life you have been overreaching. This happens a lot in love. People overreach. They strive to get to something, a conclusion, as opposed to really loving the whole ride of it all. All right? Which brings us to, oh yes, dedication number 2. It does. Let's see. TikTok wants me to post. Okay, post. I'm like, I don't care. Post the stuff. Oh, now all this other stuff has to come up. Oh, TikTok. Why can't you just do it? I'm glad you got your food, Alice. I hope you're enjoying the yumminess of your dinner. What did I have tonight? Oh, I had something that I used to have as a kid when I'd go camping. Hot dogs and baked beans. Because it seemed like that kind of night here in Ohio. It's overcast, it's rainy. The day started off fantastic, and then it got all crappy. So I thought it was the perfect dinner for me tonight, and it was. The animals tried to get it, but wouldn't allow them. Now, what I'm going to try to do, and let's see if I can do this without breaking my computer or whatever else I do. Um, I'm trying to go to the Love Notes page on Substack so I could put in the URL for the dedication. All right. Hopefully, this doesn't slow my computer down so much. Oh, for the love of Pete. It wants me to sign up in order to get there. No thanks. What's signing up for something I already do? Dedication page. Here we go. And you don't have to sign up to Love Notes. If you don't want to part of the Substack, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Um, I was thinking it'd give me a nicer. No, no such thing. All right, this thing is so incredibly long. Good God have mercy. I'm going to think better next time. But I'm going to put it in the chat dedication page. That way, if you're watching live, you can just hit the link I put in there and you can go to the dedication page. It's so much simpler for everybody. But let us get to our second dedication of the evening. Yes, this one is for the connection that feels emotionally unmistakable, a voice that lingers, a look that stays with you, a sense that something real is moving beneath the surface. That, my dear friends, is magnetism. And for this, we're going to play True by Spandau Ballet. Couldn't say it right in the 80s, and obviously I still cannot. So let's play it. Remember dancing the slow dance to this song way back when in the 80s at this place called The Barn. It was at Belden Village, North Canton, Ohio. And that's the place where we'd hang out on Saturday nights and where I met my first husband, matter of fact. Um, it was good times. Good times, noodle salad for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Coming up now on tonight's romance as in a book recommendation. Oh, it was fun, Alex. Oh, and thank you, Alex, so much for my heart and my roses. I greatly appreciate all of them. Thank you so much. By the way, um, it the barn was a blast. You know, today, teenagers, they don't have a place to go. That's why everyone grabs their phones. There's no place to go, no third place. There's school and home, or if you're lucky enough to have a job, you've got school, work, and home, but there's no place just to hang, right? And the barn enabled us to hang someplace on a Saturday evening, and it was a lot of fun there. And it was in an actual barn. The dance club, the little teenage dance club, was in an actual barn. So it was fun. Anyways, moving forward to the romance book recommendation of the week. This week it is Message in a Bottle by Nicholas Sparks. Now, Nicholas Sparks, he's written a lot of really good um, romance books. The Bridges of Madison County, The Notebook, and A Message in a Bottle. And I believe A Message in a Bottle is also made into a movie. I vaguely remember Paul Newman in it. I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure this was made into a movie as well. But this story is built on emotional resonance, longing, and the feeling of being so profoundly moved by someone else's words and energy. Sometimes magnetism begins before a face is ever seen. And I should know A Walk to Remember. Very good. And I know that was made into a movie. Yep, A Walk to Remember as well. With a message in a bottle, you've got a message, you've got a feeling, and a presence that reaches across distance. The story beautifully reminds us what truly touches the heart is often felt long before it is physically present. Yes. One of my which one's one of your favorites? So Walk to Remember? Yeah, I I I love that book, and I love all the books, all four books and all four movies. Um, the Notebook makes me cry every time. Not gonna lie, and so does The Bridges of Madison County. Uh, so I watch those two sparingly. But with the film, because Neck Up is one of a nice romance film. Believe it or not, if you lived through the '80s, you might have seen this movie. It's named Flashdance. Oh, what a feeling! Yeah, Flashdance was an awesome movie. It really was about a welder who danced, and she was just awesome. Jennifer Beal, if I remember correctly, was the lead actress's name. But the movie's all about movement, confidence, and the kind of presence that fills a room without apology. And I think it fits tonight's theme because magnetism is not about chasing. It's about inhabiting your own energy so fully that it naturally draws others in, especially the ones you want to draw towards you. Okay? Sometimes being felt begins with how you fully occupy your own light. Yes. Yes, it does for 100%. Which brings us up to dedication number three. Now, with dedication number three, let me go ahead and put that link. Maybe I got it there. Maybe I did not. There we go. Yeah, that is the right one. The link for dedication, if you'd like to make one for next week, I'll just put the link in the chat for TikTok. And if you're listening to this in the podcast version, your link is below in the show's notes. It's right there for you. You just got to click on it and then go dedicate for next week. It's a win-win because every time a song is dedicated, whomever you are thinking about or longing toward when you dedicate it, that person thinks about you for a split second when I start talking about the dedication and the song. It's up to them if they think about you longer, but you're still there, even for a split second. All right. So, this next dedication is for the love that remains nice and steady. It's not forceful. Lord knows it's not performative. It's just present. Sometimes the most magnetic things in the world is consistency. And for this, we're going to play Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon. Yes, indeedy do. REO Speedwagon. I've seen REO Speedwagon in concerts so many times. Um, all through the 80s, through the early part of the 90s. And then I saw them again. Was it last year, 25, or was it 24? I don't think all the original members are still there anymore, but it was still a really good concert. Absolutely. Which brings us to one of my favorite parts of the evening. It's all about soulful connections, right? And tonight, our lesson is simple. Soul to soul relationships are felt first through presence. Before there's words, before you slap a label on it, before expectations, you feel the shift when they enter your awareness. And I can vouch for this with Bill and Will and Ted and Vincent and TC and Ben 2 and Ian 2 and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and the list goes on. I've been very blessed with finding a lot of my soul connections. But you feel a steadiness, a warmth, a sense of recognition that seems to move beneath that surface. True soul connections do not require chasing. Never, ever do they require chasing. They invite presence. All right? And ask yourself, does this connection pull me out of myself or bring me deeper into myself? That answer really does reveal everything. Just FYI, some food for thought before we go into the energy between souls visualization this evening. Yes. So we have a brand new visualization tonight, the energy between souls. This is just a guided meditation. It doesn't last long, maybe 12 minutes tops. But oh, let's all find a quiet, comfortable place where you can sit down or lie without interruption. Allow your body to settle into stillness. Gently adjust your shoulders, your hands, your legs until you feel supported and at ease. And when you are ready, softly close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold gently. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, let's breathe in deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold gently and exhale completely, letting the noise of the day just drift away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With each breath, allow yourself to soften a little more. Bring your awareness to your body. Notice where you may be holding tension, perhaps in your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, possibly your belly. With every exhale, imagine that tension loosening, dissolving, melting away. Feel yourself becoming calm, centered, receptive. Your mind grows quieter, your body grows lighter, your heart begins to open. Now imagine you are standing in a peaceful twilight landscape, somewhere between earth and sky. The air is soft and still. Above you, the heavens shimmer with gentle starlight. Around you, the world is quiet, sacred, and alive with subtle presence. Beneath your feet is smooth, warm ground, steady and welcoming. In the distance, you hear the faint sound of wind moving through silver-leaved trees, like a whisper from the unseen. In this serene space, you sense that you are not alone. There is a tenderness in the atmosphere, a quiet awareness surrounding you. Before you, the air begins to glow with a soft luminous light. And from the center of your chest, a fine strand of radiant energy begins to emerge. It is delicate at first, like a thread of gold and silver woven from light itself. It shimmers gently, alive with feeling, memory, and recognition. Watch as this thread stretches outward into the distance, traveling beyond what the eyes can see, beyond places, beyond time, beyond words. There is nothing to force, nothing to figure out. Simply allow yourself to witness it. This is the energy between souls, the invisible connection that exists when two beings are deeply known beyond the physical world. As you watch this luminous thread, begin to feel its truth. It hums with warmth, love, and quiet intelligence. It carries understanding without speech, comfort without touch, presence across any distance. Feel this connection becoming stronger. The thread grows brighter, pulsing gently as though it is breathing with you. With each inhale, it glows more clearly. With each exhale, doubts melt away, fears soften, confusion dissolves. You begin to trust what you feel. You begin to trust the subtle language of energy. You begin to trust the sacred knowing that lives beneath logic. Now sense the soul at the other end of this thread, not necessarily as a face, but as a presence, a familiar essence, a deep and steady recognition. Perhaps warmth fills your heart. Perhaps a soft ache of love. Perhaps peace. Perhaps the feeling of being deeply seen. Let yourself receive whatever arises naturally. Notice how the thread responds. It may glow brighter with tenderness. It may feel steady, unbreakable. Allow waves of emotion, reassurance, and understanding to move through your body. Silently repeat within yourself, I honor the energy that exists between souls. I trust what is true, even when it cannot be explained. I welcome deeper sensitivity to authentic connection. I recognize the bonds that live beyond distance. Feel those words settling deeply into your being. Now see the thread becoming a bridge of living light between your heart and this other soul presence. Along this bridge flows compassion, trust, memory, and divine timing. For a few moments, simply rest here. Feel what it is like to be linked soul to soul, heart to heart, essence to essence. Nothing needs to be chased, nothing needs to be proven. What is real carries its own quiet truth. Allow this energy to refine your intuition, to sharpen your awareness, to strengthen your inner knowing. Feel your heart becoming wise enough to sense without grasping, to love without fear, to trust without control. Take a moment now to reflect inwardly. Ask yourself softly, what's true soul connection feel like in my body? Where in my life am I being invited to trust more deeply? Which relationships feel peaceful, honest, and deeply alive? Allow any insight to rise naturally. Take one deep breath in, filled with trust, and exhale, releasing all resistance. Now let the image soften. The thread remains, glowing steadily, always present. A quiet reminder that what is authentically connected does not disappear simply because it is unseen. Offer the final blessing. May what is real glow clearer. May what is true remain steady. May I trust the wisdom of my heart. May I recognize and honor the sacred bonds in my life. Begin now to return to your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Feel the surface beneath you. Bring awareness back to your hands, your feet, your body. Take one final nourishing breath in and exhale completely. When you are ready, gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly open your eyes and return to the present moment with peace, trust, and quiet inner clarity. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that I hope you're able to sense the presence on the other end of a thread. I know I've done that exact guided meditation for myself several times, and it is a wonderful feeling of the heart chakra just opening up during that guided meditation. So I hope you enjoy it. Now let's move forward to our fourth and final dedication of the evening. This final dedication is for the one whose presence stays with you long after the moment has passed. The kind of connection that is felt in memory, in emotion, and in energy. The kind that gently calls you inward rather than asking you to chase. And the song for this number four dedication is Drive by the Cars. Drive by the Cars. And you know what? Magnetism does not hustle. It doesn't. It doesn't hustle at all. It attracts, baby. It does. And presence is very seductive. Authenticity, if I can say that word, authenticity is what people feel long after the words are gone. And as I was doing tonight's episode, I was sitting there thinking to myself, what if I start reading a romance book aloud? There's so many romance books. But I pick a romancy to start with because I like romancy. Hmm, maybe you can add that in too. I don't know. But it sounds kind of interesting, doesn't it? Doing romancy, reading a book, and then maybe going into the dedications every 15 minutes so I take a break, and then adding on just a little bit extra time to do the soulful connection at the end. Huh, I don't know. Let me know what you think because I'll be thinking about it over the next week, anyways. And I want to thank you for spending your Friday night with me here on Love Notes Live. And tune into Love Notes Unscripted for intimate reflections. Learn more and explore connection tools at my store, The Passion Zone, on Etsy. Good night, beautiful hearts. I will see you next week.